I would like you to cast your minds back to the December of 2020. We were all kind of like knee deep, weren't we, in video games, and we didn't have to spend time with family members that we just don't like. Christmas, I digress. Anyway, another highlight of lockdown was Warzone's Rebirth Island. Did I spend most of my lockdown in the Gulag? Yes, I did. Am I any good at first-person shooters? No, I am not. Do I still enjoy them? Sometimes. Do I think the Call of Duty franchise has kind of gone the same way as Star Wars and needs to be left to cook now? Yes, I do. But a word on the street is that Rebirth Island at night is coming back. So yeah, you heard that right. I heard that right. We all heard it right. Our beloved Gulag vacation spot is apparently getting the Batman treatment in Warzone's Season 6. Now, before you start polishing off your night vision goggles, because we're all about to do it, there is no official date stamped on it yet. So from what I've read and done a little bit of research into, it could be early to mid-October, which would conveniently make sense. It's kind of just in time for like Halloween, spooky season, right? It's the perfect excuse to kind of just scare like the bejesus, I said it like I'm Irish, out of your squad mates in like surprise RPGs in the dark. That would be cool. But this Season 6 is supposed to be like the swan song, I suppose, for Black Ops 6, because Activision is obviously already, like with all of the media and stuff out there, it's already cranking that hype machine, isn't it? For Black Ops 7, which is dropping in November. Basically, it's kind of like Return of the Jedi wrapped up, and then George Lucas was immediately just started thinking about the prequel that nobody asked for, literally nobody. Let's be real though, for a second. Let's just have a little one-on-one, mano a mano, except I'm not a man. Womano? Anyway, Warzone, it's been through it. There's been more map changes, hasn't there, than Doctor Who has been through regenerations, basically since 2020, since lockdown. What have we had? We've had Fortune's Keep, Ashika, Area 99, a bunch of others that I can't remember off the top of my head, but anyway, they're in there, right? They were tossed in, like when you get seasonal limited editions flavors of Pringles, they were just thrown out there randomly. But none of them, I don't think any of them hit quite like the OG tag team of Verdansk and Rebirth Island. Now, Verdansk was obviously the big boy, right? The Lord of the Rings extended edition of maps. Rebirth, I think, was kind of like the little sibling that just never sat still. It was fast-paced, it was chaotic, it was perfect, I guess, for those of us kind of like with the reflexes of a dad dodging Lego on the stairs at night. Rebirth, but it just didn't stick. It became like the go-to for like Resurgence junkies, maybe. If you cast your minds back, like I said, please do it. Let's just go back to nostalgia for a minute. 2020, 2021, when Activision, it dropped Rebirth at night into Warzone. Like smack bang in the middle of that whole like destruction of like the Verdansk shindig. It was dark, it was moody. It made every like gunfight kind of feel like you'd wandered into like the set of The Dark Knight. Then it was gone. Like it was literally gone. Faster than your KD after a third pint. Not that we're all drinking and warzoning. Anyway, but right now, Rebirth Island is kind of basically carrying the Resurgence torch. It's carrying it solo in Warzone. It's like the last man standing. Like the John McClane of maps, if we're going on the comparisons. Word on the streets, well, Twitter, X, Twitter, same thing these days, is basically Black Ops 7's first season is kind of going to like shake things up, right? So according to the leaker that I follow, I'll mention his name on the screen, the Ghost of Hope, basically might as well be Warzone's kind of version of like the Watcher from Marvel. But anyway, brand new Resurgence map is dropping. It's dropping with Season 1, and here's where things start to get a little bit spicy. So apparently it's not just any map. It's like the bad boys rumoured to be like the Frankenstein of maps. It's meant to be like a Frankenstein mashup of Black Ops 6 zombies maps, I think. Like Liberty Falls and Shattered Vale. Naturally, the fan base reacted. Like somebody told them there was going to be like a re-release of Skyrim. That's how they reacted. That's how we reacted. I don't know why I'm saying we. That was what the reaction was, right? Some of us are hyped. Some of us are sharpening pitchforks. The rest of us are just hoping that it doesn't feel like when you kit bash Warhammer minis with spare bits And then you kind of end up with a Chaos Marine that looks like he's cosplaying Mr. Potato Head. What even is Rebirth Island, though? You could argue it's a map that just refuses to die. Kind of much like your mate Dave, who swears he's logging off after one last game. Sorry, Dave, didn't mean to drop you in it. Originally, though, it's basically a remake of Alcatraz from Black Ops 4's Blackout mode. Rebirth, it officially crashed the Warzone party back in like Christmas time of 2020, in December, obviously, that's when Christmas is. It came with like these 11 shiny POIs and more importantly, the birth of like just the sweaty, chaotic joy we now call Resurgence mode. Then came the destruction of the Dansk event where Rebirth decided to cosplay as Gotham that night. At night. And they even swapped out construction site for a new POI control center. Fast forward a bit, like to May 2021, and then season 3 Reloaded decided like, let there be light. Then boom, just bright sunny skies, permanent control center, and then expanded decon zone and docks, and not to be outdone. The following year, they kind of dropped Rebirth Island Reinforced during Vanguard Season 2 Reloaded. And then, of course, we have like numerous events, just kept flipping the light switch, right? Rebirth of the Dead made it spooky, and then Season 5 gave us like sunset vibes, and then the limited time like Rebirth After Dark cranked up the fog. It was like Silent Hill levels at one point, and then tragedy. When the feeling's gone and you can't get that, that's going to be too old for some of you. 2022, November time, with the relaunch into Warzone, Caldera, Rebirth just got Thanos snapped out of existence. 1 minute, literally 1 minute, you're just dropping into prison block like normal. The next, you're just staring at a loading screen, wondering why Activision just hates fun. Why? The issue I think I hold on to what Warzone was back in the pandemic. I can't kind of get out of that frame of mind. Rebirth, it wasn't just a map. It was basically the world's like dodgiest therapy session. Middle of the pandemic, everything shut down, as we all know. And the world was a little bit of a horror show. And there we all were, just perched on prison roof at like 2 o'clock in the morning, shouting at our mates through like our headset, just while eating cold pizza. Well, I was. Anyway, it wasn't just gaming. It was kind of being together when we couldn't actually be together. Anyway, dropping into Rebirth, it was like just pulling up a stool at the local. It was like the same faces, same occasional clutch moment that kind of made you feel like you just won the World Cup. If I'd imagine that's what it feels like. That kind of timing and escape is like lightning in a bottle when it's needed. And yes, sniping in Warzone 1, it just hits different. In Warzone 2, it feels like my head is allergic to bullets. Maybe I'm just bad. Probably the latter. Probably that I'm just bad. But my other concern, and it is, I wonder what you think about this, it's kind of like that Rebirth, it might come back, but that era, it just won't. It was never coming back. And that's kind of why it stings. Like back in 2020, the real win, it was like laughing your ass off, Dave. I'm gonna throw you under the bus again, but when Dave would fall off prison roof again, it was chaos. But it was just bloody brilliant. Now, if you fast forward to Black Ops 6 era, everything just feels like every lobby is the Olympics of thumbsticks, if that can be a phrase. Kill cams, they're like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but with assault rifles. Everyone is just like bunny hopping and slide cancelling and spinning like Beyblades hopped up on cans of Monster. Meanwhile, you're just trying to plate up and figure out where that one shot came from. Is it relaxing? No. Is it like being dropped into a John Wick sequel when you were kind of just wanted Shaun of the Dead? A little bit. I think the golden era of COD, as we all know, it's a rant for another day, but it's long gone. I'd argue, like we all probably would, I hope you agree with me, that it was kind of at its peak, late 2000s, early 2010s. For me personally, Modern Warfare 2 is my favourite. People are going to say, I know they are, so I'm waiting for you. If you don't like it, just don't play it. Which is a fair point. I'm not going to argue with you. It's a fair point. But nostalgia is one hell of a drug, okay? You're not just chasing wins. You're kind of chasing that feeling, like your friends online, your late night laughs. Even like the golden era when Warzone just weirdly felt like home. It's hard to like uninstall that. But I do get the argument, just don't play it. I kind of feel like casual squad gaming is shriveling up. Like it's hard to come by. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just in the wrong crowd. Who knows? Warzone, It reminds us of when it wasn't. Like I said, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just need to move on. Maybe I need to just, you know, get on with life. Maybe I need to accept I'm in my 30s and I'm grumpy and just find something else to do. But maybe I need to take out a leaf. Maybe I take a leaf out of Anakin's, like, Tusken Raiders book. What was it he said? I killed them all, not just the men. Anyway, I am interested. So if you still play COD, if you do play COD, if you're currently playing COD, I would be genuinely interested in the comments to kind of hear your thoughts on this and sort of what you think. Maybe Rebirth coming back, it's not going to heal my aging gamer mentality. It's not going to magically teleport me back to 2020 either, when life was weird, but the lobbies were good. But you know what? I'm still going to load it up. Probably get rinsed by some 14-year-old whose reflexes are just powered by Prime Energy and Haribo and somebody's vape, and that's fine. Okay, I'll moan about it still, but it's fine. One day, maybe I'll stop complaining, who knows? But at the end of the day, I think we're all out here we're all out here pretending that we're masterminds when really we're just big old nerds yelling at pixels, and that's all it comes down to. So yeah, Rebirth Island at night. I'm excited to kind of see what it might look like. May it be sweaty. May it give us at least a few moments where we forget we're older and grumpier. Let's hope. Anyway, I'm really keen to talk to you guys in the comments. So as always, I'm only going to implore you one time to please do all those things you need to do to support my tiny channel, and I hope to see you in the next video.